Semi-final 2 in the plate. Sniper Sevens against PROSTATE CYMRU. And Sniper Sevens, they've shown us glimpses of what they can do today. They have been a little bit rusty at times as well, potentially a little bit fortunate to get into the plate semi-finals. But on the other hand, PROSTATE CYMRU, they were in a tough group. And we know the sort of players they have, Mac Williams, Kalafi Molitika, and most of all, Aaron Grabham, what they can do in this sort of game. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, you mentioned some of the players there for PROSTATE CYMRU, and the Sniper Sevens have got some real match winners in their squad as well. George Richards, Sonny Greenman, Kyle Harris have been excellent today, and those will be the guys I'm sure they'll be leaning on in this semi-final to get them into that plate final against the Engineers.
Game underway then. And Molitika collecting the ball in the air, taken out in the air by the defender. So here's an opportunity early on for PROSTATE CYMRU to attack, and down the far wing, down the touchline they go, and it's going to be the opening score of the match. Easy as you like for PROSTATE CYMRU. They open the scoring.
Yeah, just from that penalty off the restart and 2 passes and they're in on the outside. Not the start the Snipers would have wanted. Easy as you like. It was a bit easy, it has to be said, for the PROSTATE CYMRU side, but an excellent turn of pace, and he's in for the first try.
Conversion doesn't quite hit the mark. But like you said, it was a little bit too easy. Just a tap and a couple of passes. Managed to release. I think it's Aaron Learty.
Yeah, and we saw in the last game, didn't we, how much fatigue and tiredness is playing a factor into the defence now. That might be the case. Hopefully not for the Snipers, because they're going to need to summon some energy here.
Oh, great collection from the restart by Molitika. The ball's still there for the Sniper Sevens. Powerful, charging onwards. Options here towards this near touchline. Grabham waiting for the ball, but it was Gethin Jones who was in the middle. Now they move it towards the far touchline once again, and easy enough to cross the line. 2 in 2 minutes for PROSTATE CYMRU.
Yeah, really well worked try again, but that stretch defence for the Snipers on that far side is proving difficult at the moment, isn't it? They can't get defenders out there quick enough to close that player down and force them into touch. They're going to need to spread their defence a bit wider, but then, of course, that opens up more space in the middle.
Yeah, you can see some disappointed faces already for the Snipers. Second conversion missed. Replacement coming on. Mac Williams is onto the field and the try scorer.
Just need to get the ball in their hands here, the Snipers, because we've seen how deadly some of those players can be with ball in hand, the likes of Harris, Richards and Greenman as well. So just need a spell of possession here to get themselves back into this contest.
Yeah, off comes the try scorer, Kieran Tantum. So 10 points to 0 as we see the restart fumbled by the Snipers.
Yeah, he just started, he was just on his toes slightly, wasn't he, when the ball was kicked, and he started from a sort of disadvantageous position and had a lot of ground to make up and wasn't quite set under the ball there.
Yeah, the Snipers, they're not really at the races in this game, are they?
Not so far, but we've seen how quickly things can change, and it's only 2 scores at the moment.
The ball's out in the hands of James Davis. Davis to Grabham, and Grabham has the speed. Another try for PROSTATE CYMRU. 15 points to the good.
Yeah, and I mentioned how they needed to spread their defence out a little bit wider, and that opens up space in the middle, and that's exactly what Grabham does there. Just takes that little gap that was opened in that midfield area, and as soon as he spots it, he's through it very, very quickly.
So 17 points to nil. It is to Prostate Cymru right now. Do you think it's fair, on reflection, maybe the groups a little bit? You know, we've seen the Engineers win against 24 Crew, the stronger side in Group 1, and then already in this game, Prostate Cymru are showing their skills as well.
Well, we've seen a real mix of results today, haven't we? And, you know, I think with that dropout, it did put the competition into a little bit of a mix, really, and never ideal to have unequal groups. But, you know, the tournament organisers have just had to make the best of what they're given. And, you know, we've seen a mix of results today, so plenty of... the teams have had plenty of opportunities to win games.
Throw in for Prostate Cymru inside the 22. In and out quickly. James Davis with the ball in hand. Oh, well collected, and it's a big tackle from Kyle Harris. And now the chip and chase over the top. How's the ball going to bounce? It doesn't quite go the way of Prostate Cymru initially, but somehow the little number 7, Mac Williams, persisted with his chase, but unfortunately threw the hands forward.
Yeah, good idea there again, the kick over the top, and we're seeing so many different ways that the Prostate Cymru Sevens team are attacking the snipers in this game. We've seen them spread it out wide, we've seen them charge up the middle, and now we're seeing a kick over the top as well, so giving the snipers' defence a lot to think about here.
Snipers attacking from deep in their own half. Sonny Greenman, the captain, with the ball in hand at the moment, breaks through one tackle and is still there. This time George Richards takes the ball forward and then launches it out wide, but it's loose on the floor.
It's really well controlled, actually. Bit of football skills there. Been watching the World Cup, obviously.
Kyle Harris in a bit of danger there. Oh, wow, ankle breaker from George Richards. Out the back door, releasing the supporting runner, and it's a high tackle. Quickly they go into the 22 for the first time, the snipers. Good contest for the ball, but it's still there for the team in black. Kyle Harris out wide, finding John Lecco. Lecco puts the ball on the plate for Harris. Harris, a strong runner with a ball in hand, still going onwards. Looks like he's got to the line, just short. Lecco is held up, launched backwards by Prostate Cymru. Harris moving the ball, George Richards an option, but a missed pass and a great step for the snipers.
Yeah, really good try there, and patient build-up, wasn't it, after that initial break from Richards. But, you know, we talk about energy or the lack of energy at this stage in the game, but Kyle Harris seems to have unlimited energy. He is absolutely everywhere for the snipers and has been today, in some, you know, a really good carry in and around the line that time as the snipers go over for their first score.
And that's it for the first half in this plate second semi-final. The score, well, currently 17-7.
Yeah. And a good end to the half there for the snipers. Obviously was a shocking start for them, but they've come back well and put themselves in a position to come back in this second half, but a lot of work to do still.
Yeah, lots of work to do, but from a sniper's perspective, do you think, what do they need to do in the second half?
I think that the defence, obviously, it needs to tighten up. It's been too easy at times for the Prostate Cymru side, but they have shown different modes of attack. As we've said, they've gone wide, they've gone up the middle, and they've kicked over the top. So giving them a lot to think about. Maybe a more aggressive defence from the snipers initially, just closing that space a bit quicker and putting pressure on the Prostate Cymru runners. But I think the best form of defence is always attack, and getting hands on that ball and putting it in their playmakers' hands is going to be the way to go for the Snipers.
Yeah, certainly in this sort of format in the sevens, you know, when you've got the ball in hand attacking, you know, more often than not the other team are a little bit clueless because they can't do much, but it's so quick the sevens can change, isn't it? One intercept, one change of possession, and the other side can instantly score from anywhere. It's so volatile as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely is. One mistake and, you know, you're away and you've got space and you're in for a try. So you have to be so careful, but you also can't play without fear. You have to play with freedom, and sometimes we see that freedom, you know, the ball isn't quite executed and the other team bring it away for a try.
Prostate Sevens to restart. Kyle Harris under the ball. It's gone forward through the hands of the Prostate Cymru. I believe it was the number 5, Jack Robbins.
Restart's so important in this as well. You know, lots of mistakes made off restarts, balls being tipped back in favour of the kicking team, and it can set up opportunities as well.
Lots of tries from the restart as well is what we've seen today. If you execute them to perfection, you can be the beneficiary of it. Lovely work from Sonny Greenman, the captain for the Sniper Sevens. Oh, and it's gone forward. Yellow card, is it? Or just a penalty? Just a penalty. Oh, and they got marched back 10 as well. Offside. Slowly but surely, the Snipers are getting back into the game. And there's the flash. There's the acceleration. George Richards. One pass inside and another score for the Snipers. And they fought back into this game, haven't they?
Yeah, and that's exactly what we were talking about, wasn't it? Getting ball in hand, getting it into the playmakers' hands like Richards, and, you know, a penalty there, he takes it quickly and he's into the gap and away, and one pass, and he sets his teammate through for the score. So exactly what we talked about the Snipers needing to do, they're doing so far as the kick fades at the end.
Yeah, that was Kyle Harris, I believe, with the conversion. Didn't quite execute.
But he's into everything, as we've said, Kyle Harris.
Yeah, we can hear from the sideline now. Come on. 5 points. 5 points it is between each, well, both teams. And it must be said that surprised to see Prostate Cymru Sevens dropping off that much after such an electric start.
Well, it just shows the importance of momentum in a game like this, doesn't it? I mean, as soon as you score one, the momentum is with you, and it seems that tries have come in pairs throughout the day. We've seen a few games where they've traded tries, but generally it's been 2 or 3 in a row. Could be another one here for Prostate Cymru.
It's a good effort to get back. The chasing defender, Rhys Cahill, gave it his all, but it wasn't enough to catch up with Jack Robbins. 22 points to 12, the advantage 10 again. Conversion still to come.
Yeah, really good break by Robbins there again. And that was from their own 22-yard line or so. So they've done really, really well to get out of their own way, really, and create some space. Again, it comes through the middle of midfield, just finds a crease, and he's away. And a kick is off, so we'll take a 10-point lead here, the Prostate Cymru side, and that will make them feel a little more comfortable on that sideline.
So the restart here from Prostate Cymru Sevens. It's not quite gone the 10. So they'll go back to the halfway line. And not tons of time on the clock. Oh, has that gone forward from the hand of a Prostate Sevens player? No. The referee has seen it, so it will be a scrum here. Sniper Sevens need 2 scores.
They've been teasing us with these decisions all day, the referees. They're coming in quite late, aren't they, at times?
Yeah. Not great for commentary.
No. How dare you make our life harder?
Ultimately, they've got the best view out of all of us. And to be fair, in constant comms with each other, the referees and the ARs. Oh, this looks like something that's been prepared before the day. A lovely move from the Sniper Sevens involving Greenman and Richards.
Well, they need to throw anything they've got at the Prostate Cymru team here, don't they, to get themselves back into the game and in with a shout of winning this game.
Yeah, there's not long to go. Kyle Harris on the shoulder. Sonny Greenman takes it back once again. And now an opportunity for Cahill. As I look down at my notes to see who was supporting, just drop. Oh, big bounce from George Richards. Huge. Offloads into Cahill. Cahill keeps it alive. It's a penalty. And goes quickly. And here we go, an opportunity. Oh, turns him inside out. Oh, what a try that is. Outrageous stuff from Grady Alford.
And the quick kick as well. And that's through. Is at the end. Referee hasn't blown the whistle yet. But that is a massive score. Grady Alford, as he said, turned him inside out. It was like the Prostate Cymru defender was in a straitjacket there. Absolutely sensational feat. And have they got one more try in them, the Snipers?
Sniper Sevens 19, Cymru Prostate Sevens 22. And that try, I mean, everyone on the sideline enjoyed watching that. It was audacious, to say the least. Outrageous, some would say. And now there's a real chance here for the Sniper Sevens.
3-point deficit as well. Brings the drop goal into play. We haven't seen that today. Would get them back on level terms. Could we see extra time?
But here we go. Prostate Cymru Sevens. That should be it. Question marks if it's gone forward. Kyle Harris asking the question, but this feels like the score to win the match, and it's Kieran Tantum who went off earlier in the match with an injury. He's managed to cross, misses the conversion, up to 27. But that will be that. The last attack of the match secures Prostate Cymru Sevens their spot in the plate final. They'll be facing the Engineers. They've already faced each other today. It'll be interesting to see them go head-to-head once again. But what a match. Prostate Cymru Sevens do hang on in the end, despite the comeback from the Sniper Sevens.